As soon as I finish my lunch, I'm going to attempt to get my Christmas tree put up. So I have to move the love seat and the recliner. I will put the recliner where the love seat is so that the tree can go in that window. So right now, this is my living room. And my tree is 7.5 feet tall with 1,300 branch tips. The cathedral ceiling, it barely fits in that window, so I have to pull it out to let the angel go on top of the tree. But hopefully in a little while you will see a tree in front of that window. This box contains a 7.5 foot tall Christmas tree with 1,300 branch tips. The first year I put it together several years ago, I think it took me almost 3 hours just to get it assembled and all of the branch tips flared out and full. This specific kind of tree reminds me of growing up where you had to put the poles together and the little legend on the instructions would tell you which color on the poles went first to get your wider tips at the bottom and all the way up to the pointier tips at the top. So this reminds me of years ago in my childhood with my mom putting the tree together for us so we could decorate it. But anyway, I'm going to see this year I only pulled out the tree. In times past, I would pull the tree and all the ornament bins out, but this time, OCD girl figured it out. Let's just pull the tree out right now, and then I can stage the decorating, the tree, then the lights, then the tree skirt, and the ornaments. So maybe I won't have so much going on in my living room as I get this thing decorated. So wish me well, because last year or the year before, I didn't put a tree up last year because I had my surgery. I think it was last year when I didn't put the tree up because of my neck and spinal cord surgery. But if it was the year before, 2018, 1 year, I got the tree halfway up. I was so worn out with trying to flare out the branch tips that I took the tree back down and put it back in the box. So I had the tree halfway up, back in the box, and packed away in about 1.5 hours. So this year I'm going to try to get it up because this tree has been up one time since I purchased it, and it is beautiful when it goes up. This is my tribute to Bernice on Designing Women. Remember when Mary Jo gave her the Christmas tree skirt and she wore it as a skirt? Well, here you go, my Christmas tree skirt. Doesn't it look lovely? I'm putting my Christmas tree up. Tree skirt is down. That's the first level of the tree. I'm going to try to flare those out before I add the pole. I think that's going to be easier. Then those branches from the next poles won't be falling down and getting in my way. So I'm going to try to flare out this first level first. And there's my tree skirt. Several years ago, you'll remember I did a white tree with slate blue, mauve, and silver themed ornaments, ice skates, snowflakes, snowmen, and all the balls that coordinated. I got rid of that tree after using it for about 12 or 15 years and decided to go back with the traditional to put all my keepsake ornaments and stuff. So getting ready to try to work on this, I put on a post-it note that I started assembling this tree at 2:15 and it is now 2:31. Okay, it is now 3:52 and I have 2 complete sections of the tree put up and assembled, and I have one more section, the final level with the top of the tree that needs to go up, and once I get it up and the leaves, the branches flared out, then I will know how far I need to remove the tree, pull the tree out from the window to put the angel on top. So I've got all this done and I've been going at it for almost 2 hours. Okay, so I just got the top put up. If you look closely, see that part right there? That's actually the top of the tree, but I have bent it forward because that's where the angel needs to go. So that bent over part is actually going to go under the angel as the tree topper. And there appears to be lots of gaps right there, but see, they close up as I get closer. You can just see it because I've got the blinds open so that the lights will show. My home is in the woods, so nobody can drive by my house to see my tree or my lights. The only people that see my tree are family and the occasional friends that actually come to my house rather than us meeting up to go shopping or dinner. And this year with COVID, I probably am not going to have any guests in my house. Hopefully my family for Thanksgiving Day and hopefully Christmas Day. But other than that, I'm going to be enjoying this Christmas tree and lights by myself. Okay, it's 4:23. I've been doing this tree project for approximately 2 hours and I'm getting ready to string the lights. So I discovered I've been stringing my lights backwards. I've always started at the bottom, connected, and then kept going till I got to the top. And then when I would get to the top, I would just tuck it into the top somewhere. Well, I went online to see why I have such a difficult time, and they said you start at the top, and end at the bottom so you can plug it in. So we're going to give it a try. The other year, I did my tree, and within a week, the center of the tree died. All the lights went dead. Brand new lights. So I think I threw those lights away, so hopefully this year my lights will be good. So I got all the lights up. 7.5-foot tree. 4 strands of lights, so 400 lights. Started at 2:15. It's now 5:22. 3 hours to get the tree up and the lights strung. With the lights out, now the next step, I'm going to add the tinsel in memory of my mom. We always wanted to do tinsel as children. It was messy. I never dealt with tinsel once I got out on my own because I didn't want to deal with the mess. But when my mother passed away in the spring of 2016, I did tinsel that Christmas in memory of my mother, and I continue to do so. Lights on, and the tree so far. First time on my tree. This makes the tree bedazzle. Look at that. It just looks like it's all lit up. That is so beautiful. Sharon, you got this for me from Dollywood, remember? But I didn't put my tree up after you got it for me. So anyway, there it is, and I am loving it. And while I'm on my tree, I'll show you Mom's special place of honor. I put her in the center of the tree so when I'm on the couch, I can see it. And I have siblings up here. And I have one more too. But anyway, and then my special new one. And another one that was for Sandy and me. And Munchkins. And my 2020 Christmas tree is up. Took me exactly 6 hours to get it up, the lights strung, and decorated. Mom's first Christmas in heaven. Got the tinsel up. Can sort of see keepsakes. Hobby Lobby. Jimmy Johnson has retired, but he will still be on my tree. And the lights out and the tree. Do you remember the Hallmark ornaments? I still have one. The ice skater was also an ornament, but I broke the little ornament motor, so she no longer skates. And this is Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors. My sister got it for me from Dollywood, and this makes the tree look like it's bedazzled. Papa Gene gave me this Barbie ornament in 1996. He passed away back in the spring, so I will always have this keepsake from him. Some ornaments I painted. I painted that one. I painted that one. Some ornaments I painted. I also painted this one. And I painted this one. And they're actually not yellow, that's just the lights reflecting. This was the year I won the family putt-putt golf tournament during vacation at the beach. That's why I have this ornament. Do you remember the Hallmark ornamotions? I still have one. The ice skater was also an ornamotion, but I broke the little ornament motor, so she no longer skates. And this is Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors. My sister got it for me from Dollywood, and this makes the tree look like it's bedazzled. And my 2020 Christmas tree is up. Took me exactly 6 hours to get it up, the lights strung, and decorated. Mom's first Christmas in heaven. Got the tinsel up. Can sort of see keepsakes. Hobby Lobby. Jimmy Johnson has retired, but he will still be on my tree. And the lights out and the tree. Some ornaments I painted. I painted that one. I painted that one. I finished my Christmas tree. It took me 6 hours to get it up, the lights strung, and all the ornaments on it. I'm going to do a slow video right now so that you can see all my ornaments. I painted that one. Curious George. My nephew's photo used to be in that, but I guess it fell out. Scooby-Doo Mystery Van is for my favorite munchkin, little Cassidy Grace. Okay, so there's actually 4 kids in my family. My brother bought this for me one year, and for some reason I told him I only needed 3 snowmen instead of 4. So what I'm thinking is that since it was a gift to me, I didn't include myself. So the funny thing is, I also have this ornament, and I'm one of 2 middle children, so I thought it was funny that I'm not on that ornament, but I have the middle child ornament. And no, my ornaments are not yellow. It's those special fluorescent bulbs in my ceiling fan that tend to light things this way. Some of my Frozen ornaments. I love vintage cars and trucks. This ornament was part of Jimmy and Linda's collection dating back to 1992 and 93. And when they took the tree down and she was going to get rid of all the ornaments to do a new theme the next year, I kept them because I was getting started on my own and would need ornaments. Here's the Nealons, the Southern Gospel Group, the Nealons, with their signed ornament. And these little ornaments are some of what were with Jimmy and Linda's. This is a Hallmark Ornamotion they sold years ago. This was also one from Jimmy and Linda's tree. This coat of many colors my sister got me from Dollywood, and when it's on that tree, it literally looks like the tree is bedazzled because of that. And these Santas, the vintage Santas, those were also part of Jimmy and Linda's original collection. And the elf on the shelf, because I do that every year. Jimmy Johnson, and he has retired this year, so I will always have him on my tree. This ornament Papa Gene gave me in 1996. He passed away this spring, early summer, so I will always have that to remember him. This little Charlie Brown Christmas tree is a reminder of those years when things really, really were tight and difficult. Everybody goes through a phase where they have a Charlie Brown tree. And that's just a reminder. And Belle is my favorite princess, so of course I have her. And I love Coca-Cola. My kitchen is decorated in vintage Coke. And I love all things ballet. All things Belle. Looks like the picture's scratched off. Okay, there's a better picture right there. And for typing and keyboarding. And some more for my bestie. The motorcycle was to represent all the years I went to Bike Week with my brothers. And I have Darth Vader from Star Wars. And Hobby Lobby, of course. And I painted that ornament, and once again, it is not yellow. That's just the way the lights are hitting it. It is not yellow. Happy birthday, Jesus, the reason for the season. Princess Gigi, of course. You see the tinsel? Hot chocolate? Yeah. This is Burl Ives as the snowman, and that, if you put the correct battery in it, will light up. That little thing will light up. And here's all of the siblings. And Mom passed away March 21st, 2016, and I got this ornament, and I put it in the center of the tree so that when I look at the tree, I can see that and think of Mom. And this is my ornament for this year. For Sandy and I give each other an ornament each year, and I tried to give her a personalized ornament. So I gave her an ornament like this that says, "Love you to the moon and back," and I put that message. So it's going to look like Pastor and Sandy gave me the ornament, but it was actually, I gave myself the ornament because I give Sandy and me each one of the ornaments when I get them personalized. And theirs says P.S. because I always say P.S. Love you to the moon and back for Pastor and Sandy. So this was to complement that ornament. And here's another one of our special ornaments. And this one is just hilarious. And Jesus is the reason for the season. Besides the decorations, the presents, and the tree, every year at Christmas, I hope you'll think of me. Love, Jesus. And this was my new home ornaments. This was for 1997 when I bought my first home. And this was for 2003 when I bought my current home. And my Patriots. Yes, Tom Brady left the Patriots and went to another team, but I will still pull for the Patriots. And Sandy got me this when they went to Romania several years ago. I also painted that ornament. There are several frozen ornaments. Sandy has given me 1 or 2 frozen ornaments every year since 2015. My nephew Marcus did this one for me. Sandy gave me that one. Hunka Hunka Burning Love, Elvis, and of course, I hope and dream that someday I will make it to Paris. My former program coordinator, she just resigned a few weeks ago. Her daddy makes these stained glass ornaments, and she gave me this for Christmas last year. And I've actually got it sitting in front of a bulb on the tree so it lights up. But this will make me think of Kaysen. And here's one of those ornaments that you put a picture in. That's my nephew, Jonathan, who will be 28 years old next month. This ornament, I won the family putt-putt tournament, and this is just to show that I was the best golfer because I won the family putt-putt tournament that year at the beach. This Alabama ornament is very significant. We were in Fort Payne, Alabama, and Randy Owens has an observation deck at his house, and my former roommate and I were on the observation deck making some noise, and we heard somebody ask us if we would come to the gate, and the security guard said the lady of the house was inviting us in for hot chocolate and cookies. And lo and behold, Randy Owens walked in, and we got to meet him, and he allowed me to select an ornament from merchandise that he was selling during his Christmas tour that year. So I got this really nice ornament. I got to meet Randy Owens and his wife. And there's another frozen ornament and some of my teacher ornaments. Back when I was teaching, a coworker painted that one for me and gave it to me last year. This ornament is for my sweet friend Reagan, who passed away in 2013. And some more of my snowman ornaments. This one, Christmas memories are the sweetest. My mother gave that to me one year. And some more ornaments from my bestie. This is the back side of the tree, so it's hard to get there. So anyway, this is my tree. 2020. All things princess. Just think. God compares you to no one else. You are one of a kind. That's that ornament. Cute little cherub. Snoopy. This is actually Belle because that's the little girl. And I put Tinkerbell years ago for my niece Katie because she loved Tink. And former preacher's wife in Tennessee gave me that one. And this one. So as you can see, lots of memories on my tree. Now I'm going to step back, get the whole tree. It does not have a topper. The angels will not fit. Even with the vaulted ceiling, it still will not fit. So I'm going to put a star on top of it. This is the entire tree. And now I am going to turn the lights out and see what we get. And this is with the lights out. It's beautiful. Christmas 2020 and the tree is up. Now there's an incentive to wrap presents because I can put them under the tree. Merry Christmas! Remember, Jesus is the reason for the season. Wisemen still seek him. Bye!